fire, 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 fire. Ah, okay, it was this. You guys want to watch it? 13 minutes. Sure, it's not that bad. It was hot, it's not Overwatch? Yeah, my bad. Oh my god, it has Gotchi in it! Alright, I'm playing it. I'm playing this video. It's got Gotchi in it. Dead game? Dude, it was a good game. I don't want to hear it. You shut your mouth, chat. I saw Billy. Yeah, I saw Billy Harrington. I'm in. I know it's muted. I know it's muted.
Imagine the perfect game. A game that has zero problems at all. Definitely don't need to be addressed by their small indie parent company. They're just so small. Give them some time.
They're just so
Where
small.
every single character is packing the entire bakery. Where you can't flame the enemy team, encouraging you to flame your own team instead. Where the games, instead of lasting 60 minutes and giving you depression, only last about 15 minutes, allowing you to take a shower. Don't worry, my friends. This game exists, and it's called Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm is Blizzard's attempt at being a contender in the MOBA genre. If you already know what a MOBA is, I'm sure you're also familiar with the concept of suicidal ideation. But for those who don't know, a MOBA is short for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Like League of Legends or Dota 2. It's sort of like grand scale chess. It's the kind of game where 5 people face off against 5.
MOBA's days of cringe. Shut up. MOBAs are great.
Strategic decision making,
small brain,
and an inability to assess their own emotional well-being.
Why is it that everybody from your fucking country has to be the biggest piece of shit on the planet?
He wants to get a Russian in his Dota game, man. That was calm. That was calm. It was very soothing and cathartic.
That being said, I actually do enjoy MOBAs and have played a few extensively in the past. Today I mostly play FPS
2,800 hours?
And some roguelikes too. But I still come back to play Heroes of the Storm. And I want to tell you why. First, the characters.
Out of your friends, which are you? Truck freak crazy ass.
I actually really liked playing Abathur before they nerfed him. Loved Abathur. Very fun.
Blizzard used this game as an opportunity to basically make their Smash Bros. It was called Blizzard All-Stars at one point in development, if that gives you any idea. So it's got characters from all of their great titles, like Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, and even characters from their not as well-known titles, like The Lost Vikings and Overwatch. And like other games of its genre, it's got, you know, the classic damage dealers, magic and physical. You got tanks, you got healers, you got your little bugs wearing pajamas.
I had Pajamathur, by the way. I was a rat.
The core archetypes are all there. I'll tell you some of the solid regulars that are easier to intuitively understand. And then I'm going to tell you about some of the absolute weirdos that make this game super unique. This game really shines when it comes to its character design. Tychus from StarCraft has been in this game since the very start, and he's been one of my first favorites when I started playing back in 2015. His defining ability is his minigun, which deals damage based on percentage of max health. So once every 12 seconds, you can activate your...
Look at him, man! He's so strong! Look at those legs, man! Look at those arms, bro! You can't even deny how powerful he is.
And you deal percentage damage, meaning no matter how big somebody is, no matter how much health they have.
Yeah. I'm the boss of this
these timeless words.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Diablo from Overwatch, I mean Hearthstone, Kotaku is a big thick lizard that can tank just about any hit. If you like to get in people's fucking way with your giant fat ass, like standing in the middle of an aisle at Walmart with you and
5 out of 5, pretty good.
Your 5 other fat ass lizard friends, then he's your guy. You can slam people into walls and you can flip them around too when they try to run away from your intimidating clapping cheeks. Varian from World of Warcraft. If you've ever played World of Warcraft at all, you know how strong this guy is, and they made him really strong.
Wait. Let me read that shit.
If you've ever played World of Warcraft at all, you know how strong this
Stop being a pussy. Become an alpha now. Sleep 2 minutes a month. Work out 3 months a day. Sleep on the ceiling. Nut in your... Take shits at the school toilets with the door open. Assert dominance. Only sleep with men. Boost testosterone.
This guy is, and they made him
This is
really
so
strong in Heroes
bad.
of the Storm too. And he's got a really interesting playstyle because he gains his ultimate way earlier than everybody else. So at level 4, you get to
Nut
choose
in
whether
your
you'd like to
meals,
be
yep.
a tanky shield boy
Classic.
with a taunt, a burst damage dealer, or incredibly useless, each coming with their own unique abilities. Leoric, a Diablo hero, is a homeless man that swings his rod at strangers and drains them
I
of their
fucking
will to
hated
live.
Leoric.
He has a great cosmetic that makes him move up in the world too, going from homeless to having a sweet gig as a janitor. My personal favorite skin for him. He has a unique ability to roam around as a ghost when he dies, and you can speed up your respawn by draining
touching them,
players
yeah.
as this goes, as well as
Touching them.
continuing to flail your girthy rod around from the grave. Playing Ghost Leoric is very similar to loitering and harassing people at the Chicago airport. You know, people who are waiting for their connecting flight, and you just sort of follow them around and stare at them. You don't really do any substantive damage to them, but you're constantly looking at them and
You're staring at them, man.
slowing
I
them
miss
down when
Varian.
they try
Yeah,
to
they
move
ruined
away
that
from
character by
a
killing
character
them.
for the true Sigma male. He's adept at following women around and cornering them in tight hallways. Abathur hails from the distant StarCraft galaxy of
What are you
Australia.
staring at?
Being native Aussie wildlife, he is also a terrifying symbiotic monster that can attach himself to your skin and internal organs.
Yo, where's Air
and also
Vortex when you
sometimes he
need
wears
him, man?
pajamas. When playing Abathur,
are you
you use your
staring at?
supreme Rick and Morty fan intellect to control the map from behind the scene.
The fact that, like, it was just, like, the most, like, least intensive microwave you could ever play in the game.
Throw your bug hat on any ally anywhere, from anywhere, to symbiotically enhance them and to hurt your enemies.
He's staring.
This is what makes Abathur so fun. You are a global hero and can constantly affect the battlefield if you're paying good enough attention. You also use your Rick and Morty fan physique to try not to get hit, because you will die if you get so much as sneezed on. Cho'Gall from Warcraft.
Oh my god, fuck Cho'Gall. Honestly, I think this is the worst character, but it was also really fucking fun. Playing Valyria and just hunting Abathurs. Yes, I actually did that. I got to the point where when they nerfed Abathur, I started seeing Abathurs and I would just hunt them down myself.
Once in middle school, true story,
Ow!
was confronted by the sight of a very strong, very out of control, very mentally challenged child on a tricycle pedaling down the hallway as fast as he could, and his wrangler was desperately trying to stop him for dear life.
Oh god.
Playing Cho'Gall is a lot like being that child and his wrangler, and they are easily my favorite characters. One
He actually mains
person
Cho'Gall
plays
too.
Cho, the tricycle child, if you will, and the other plays Gall, the wrangler. Gall does most of the damage and can shove Cho in a short direction once every 20 seconds. Imagine the wrangler trying to turn the tricycle in a certain direction. But ultimately, Cho is the captain of the ship. As Cho, you move around wherever you want, taking Gall with you, and fist at the enemies. As Gall, you blast magic at enemies, and blast racial slurs at Cho over voice chat whenever he fucks up. That's my experience as a Cho main anyway. Next, I'm going to tell you about the differences that make it
But you had to queue up with your friend to play Cho'Gall, I'm pretty sure, didn't you?
better game than the others, in my huge, big IQ, big brain opinion. I'm going to be using some jargon, so real fast for those unfamiliar with basic MOBA terminology. The goal of a MOBA is to destroy the enemy core. That's the big, real big fucking building at the end of their base. You can die 100 more times than your
You could
enemy.
also queue up on
But
random
if
lobby?
you destroy their
What?
core before they destroy yours,
What?
your team wins.
I
Each
swear you could
character
only queue
typically
it.
has 3 normal abilities and an ultimate
You have to-
ability that they unlock at a later level. In League and
Basically
Dota,
ban
you have to
95%
land the
time.
final
Yeah,
hit
'cause
on
you're
an
so
enemy to
good.
gain gold. You use that gold to buy items that make you stronger. You also level up by only being in the
I like playing
vicinity of an
Stitches,
enemy
man.
that dies. That's the only way to get XP. A team typically has a couple carry characters who try to carry the team into the late game for a victory. These people need to hog every last hit for big items and will cry for the rest of the game.
It's fucking anti-meme.
into chat if they ever die. So they need 1 or 2 people to play a support character to protect them for about 30 minutes while they last hit things mindlessly until they can actually play the game and fight somebody after all that farming. The map in a MOBA is typically made up of 3 lanes, which are the paths that go toward the top, middle, and bottom.
Bot lane, mid lane with the fucking hair.
Bottom of the map horizontally. These are all directions
love
that
this,
you could plan
man. I
an
love
attack
this.
on an enemy base or in defending your own base. In the back alleys between the lanes, there are neutral NPCs called jungle camps
Top
that
lane is
either
Giga
team can
Chad.
kill. Sometimes they provide buffs, sometimes you just kill them for the money and XP. There's also usually a boss jungle camp that has a big boy you can try to kill for some big reward. Here's where Heroes of the Storm differs.
Hi,
Everyone
comics.
shares XP. Kill something,
shit,
or
HOTS?
someone,
Yeah, it's a little
and
HOTS video.
everybody on the team gains the same XP from it, leveling up all at the same time. Don't worry, if you want to fight about your gamer points with the people on your team, you can still brag about that. There's a scoreboard, shows the XP and the amount
They don't know have the most kills and damage.
most damage dealt, all that bullshit.
God,
Next
HOTS
is a big
is so
one.
fun, man.
No items and no money. I can already hear carry players crying in the distance.
No.
Instead of buying items to customize the build you're going for, you customize your build with talents that are gained for your entire team when they reach a certain level. Each level scales up everyone's damage and health
How are
by
you,
a certain
Mr.
amount
Comics?
depending on the
How's
character.
the trenches?
These talents change your abilities or give you new ones entirely, and many are game changers. You even get a choice between 2 different ultimates at level 10 to unlock. I find this system gives more importance to the character being picked and played, making their skills more unique and interesting, rather than every tank character being basically the same in the late game with the
Interesting,
same
no
health
mythic
and shielding
items.
items like in other MOBAs. Point
Been
is,
slowly
with shared
working.
XP, you have a greater incentive to
Keep
cooperate
working.
with your team. If you want to
Or
be
you won't
powerful,
get fed.
with a higher level and thus more talents than the enemy team, you can run them down more easily, putting the same fear of God into them that Blizzard puts into its female employees. Another big difference.
You can say that with a straight
Constant
face.
team fighting. The most fun part about playing a MOBA in the first place.
team
A team
fighting!
fight, for those who don't know, is when all 5 players are facing off versus all 5 enemy players in one location. In League and Dota 2, this typically only happens after everyone has dicked around in their lane of choice for a good 30 minutes farming at least, and only then when the team feels like getting together to do something. Heroes of the Storm does not have this problem. In fact, if you jump into a quick play match right now, it is commonplace and expected for all 5 team members
Yep.
to immediately run down.
I fucking loved that about HOTS. Level 1 team fights were so good. It was just like a shit show.
On the middle lane to see which team can score a kill or 2 right at the start. I
Yep.
love this so much, and it's one of my favorite parts about the game. There is so much more action. You are constantly fighting over objectives, experience, jungle
That's why it
camp.
was fun,
More time
man.
is spent playing the actual game than just sitting around farming or protecting someone who is farming. Another
Mm-hmm.
difference, the jungle camps. A jungle camp in this game is more like a group of mercenaries that you can recruit, and they're called as such. Capturing a mercenary camp gives, instead of gold or a buff just for the person who captured it, gives your entire team XP and some rabid animals to run down a lane flinging shit at every enemy around. Most maps include a boss camp too, which, if you can beat it, will also participate in this same shit-flinging behavior for you and your team.
Shit flinging.
Last, and with a very important difference, there are the maps. In other MOBAs, there's
Another thing that I really liked about HOTS is that the game would just kind of end on its own if... Like, you could drag out a Dota game and you can drag out a League game. Eventually, like, League will cave, but there are some stalemate situations in, like, Dota and League. So, yeah. I swear HOTS wasn't popular because League people were too proud to try to find a fun game. Yeah,
typically only one map, and it only gets changed if there's a major update that moves this one hill like 1 foot to the right because a jungle player, had a stroke on the left half of that hill. In Heroes of the Storm, there's a variety of maps, each with a different style of objective. There's a pirate map where you collect
Pirate
coins
map,
for a
yeah.
skeleton who shoots cannonballs at your enemies for
It
payment.
forces the
There's
game
a
to
map where you
progress.
control 2 different zones at the same time to summon a metric shit ton of Zerg. They get experimental with it too. There's a map where you can only deal damage to the core based on how many forts you have when you capture an objective, and if you take out an enemy fort, it becomes your fort, and there's a guy who needs some head and a big hole. We're talking fighting over Egyptian shrines that shoot lasers to destroy buildings.
so many
fighting
maps,
over
man.
deities from heaven and hell so that
Do you guys remember the map that they removed? The one where you go underground and then collect skeletons or some shit? Skulls? That was fun too, but then they removed it. Yeah. I love that one. I thought it was kind of dumb, but it was fun at the same time. I don't know why. The Skull Giant? Yeah, they removed that map. Or it's in rotation or something? Yeah, that's the one I beat a game in 6 minutes, yeah. It was removed. I think it was rotated out or removed. It was small and fast paced. Yeah, doing fights like in the underground was really fun. It's not removed. You can only play it in private games. That's still pretty much removed, to be honest. Like, who are you gonna find like 9 other people to play with? Like, you're not gonna find anyone unless you play against bots, I guess. HOTS was popular, just Blizzard tried to force an esport, failed, and just gave up. Yep.
they'll help
pretty
you
much.
destroy buildings. Fighting over tiny plants that turn into bigger evil plants to destroy buildings. Look, the goal is the same on these
progresses
maps.
the
is
game,
destroy
man.
the
That's why
fucking
I
building.
liked it.
My
You just
point
kinda
is,
knew you were
it's more
fucked at one
interesting
point
to
and
play
not.
on the different maps, and it brings a freshness that you don't get in other MOBAs.
Don't
the
mind if
maps
I push.
all
Oh,
have the
yeah, I
final
did that
objective
too,
at the
man.
core, but they have
I was
key
so long as
differences
main,
of
so.
size, objective placement, number of lanes, and mercenaries. And with different aesthetic choices on each one too, they each have their own fun and unique style. Today, Heroes of the Storm is in the infamous Blizzard maintenance mode. Very similarly to
Sad.
Team Fortress 2, the game has a very small dev team left with a loyal fan base that still enjoys playing regularly. I don't think there are exact statistics for player numbers that Blizzard releases, but I can
No,
tell
of
you
course
that
not.
it never takes me more than 30 seconds to get into a match. Overwatch. The game has a ton of fun and weird features. As an experienced MOBA player, these things make it the most
Does it even have
interesting
a
game of
dev
its
team at
genre
all?
to me. It's too
I think
bad
they,
that
like,
it doesn't really get
make
attention
patches
from
for
Blizzard
bugs
anymore.
and stuff, but
Maybe
not,
with
like,
Microsoft
anything else.
buying them, they'll revitalize it by putting John Halo and Steve Minecraft into the roster. But overall, I love this
Dude,
game.
what the fuck?
I give it 6.5 Johns out of Halo.
Aw, cute video. I like that. This was a year ago, so I don't know. Good video! Clapgers, clapgers, clapgers! Very good. Yeah, this was a year ago, man. Very sad. I don't know. I introduced a League player to Heroes of the Storm. Oh god, how horrifying. If they put Master Chief in HOTS, everyone would play it. Dude, imagine, man. That would be so cool. Like, actually really sick. I saw it a while ago and it really makes me want to start HOTS again. I just don't have the drive. I don't know. I would play it like every once in a while for like with friends, but by myself, I don't see the point. Master Chief for a Reno skin? Ooh, that's an idea. Instead of a whole new character? Yeah. If my friends were playing, I would not play with them, but yeah, not solo. Yeah. I feel like you should just have Raynor or Tychus as Mr. Master Chief. Mommy! Piss, piss, piss. Shit! Piss, 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 piss. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fucking shit on calm. Piss myself. Fuck, 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 fuck. Piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, piss.